Okay, today we're going to fix this crack on this Larrivee guitar. Can you see it?
Yep.
This guitar seems to be pretty sensitive to humidity, so after about, I guess it's been a while, 20 years, it cracked, and we don't want that to get any worse. So we're going to glue some spruce on the inside of the soundboard to keep that from splitting anymore. So the first thing we have to do is figure out where the braces are on the inside. You can reach in and feel about where they are, but by taking this candle, which is wax that I softened in the sun a little bit, I put the candle in and we get it so it's touching the bottom of the guitar. Can you see that? On the inside, and then I press it and rub and press and rub into the brace so that it makes a notch. And then I'm going to turn the candle and do the same thing. I'm putting the end of the candle on the brace that I was just measuring how far it was from the bottom. And there's another brace here, and I'm notching the candle there. Pull the candle out, and we can see the first brace is that distance. Can you see the notch in the candle?
Yep.
And then the second brace, actually that's the second brace. The first brace is this one, the longer distance. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna make a cardboard model of the jig, which I've actually already done. So here is a cardboard model of the jig, and that's the end that goes at the neck. So we flip it around this way, and you can see that that first notch in the candle lines up with this, and then the second one is more forgiving because we're not going to be clamping anything neck side because the bridge is in the way. There's already a piece of spruce under the bridge on the inside, so we know from here to here is the neck distance, and there it is. So I've got a still picture that you'll see of this inside, making sure that it's okay. And it is. So now I'm going to go take this cardboard model and cut a jig out of wood. Okay, here's the jig made out of scrap wood. I drilled some 3/8 inch holes and put neodymium magnets in them, some two-sided tape, and we put the new piece of spruce that's going to act as a reinforcing cleat right on top. The other side of the jig is this guy. I've got the magnets centered over the crack and roughly about as far from the bottom as the thickness of that end plate inside the guitar. So now we're going to try to fit this in. So we put this in. And you can see how strong those magnets are. I guess I need two hands to do this. I'll be back. Okay, so it's in position. You can see if I move the jig inside, it moves this. So we're just going to make sure it's lined up perfectly with the crack, which it appears to be right now. I've got this cardboard under the top piece of wood to protect the guitar top from the magnets because they're not glued in. So now I'm going to tape down this top piece, and then I'll take the jig out, put glue on the spruce, and put it back in. Stand by. Notice I cut the spruce cleats so the grain is at a 45-degree angle. I did this so it would be strong enough to work with if I'd done it perpendicular to the grain of the guitar top then the cleat would want to break really easily. But I didn't want to do it parallel to the grain of the guitar top, because then the split could just form again right through the cleat. Now we're going to glue that up. Okay, and here we've got pieces all glued up. A thin layer of Elmer's wood glue. It's great stuff. I've glued many pieces of wood together that have lasted a really long time. And so now we carefully put it into the guitar. I'm going to need 2 hands for this. Okay, it's in there. We're going to check with the camera. I don't know if it's going to work on the video. Okay, now it's time to clamp that up because it's in the right position. I got this $55 clamp from StewMac. It's really flimsy for that price, and it's also not wide enough, so I had to take the bottom screw out. So we're going to clamp that in. Hey Rowan, can you take a picture? Just hold that for me. Mm-hmm. Thanks. It's already going. So we got to be really careful putting this in so we don't touch the top. It's like playing Operation. And we swing that over. And I guess I try to feel. It's going to go right here. Probably pretty good.
You don't need to clamp the other one?
That's just for stabilizing it, and I think it'll be okay like this. I'd like to get a picture inside the guitar, but my hand's not going to be able to fit very well now. But maybe if I throw this flashlight in there, I can just get a picture. And so there we have it, clamped up. I did go and get a piece of scrap wood to stabilize the clamp. It worked a lot better that way. And I only have room for one. This is pretty short, actually. The space from here to here has a split on the top, but there's actually a spruce block already under there where the bridge is. So there's only about 1/8 of an inch between the brace and the bridge. So there's no way I'm going to get a piece in there like this. So I'm just going to have to hope for the best and see how this goes. Okay, so it's been clamped overnight. It's a bit over 12 hours. So let's unclamp it and see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't all like spring apart on us, right? How are you this morning, Rowan?
Good.
Good.
Ben's coming today.
Yes, Ben is coming today. That's exciting. Rowan is the cameraman. He's doing a great job. Okay, so you gotta be really careful. It's that game of Operation. Okay. And take that. And so now, take that off. We didn't hear anything fall inside, so it's a little stuck, which is fine. And we'll just reach in. I guess I'll go this way. Of course, the glue was much stronger than the two-sided tape, so once I pulled it, it just came right off. So there we go. feel on the inside. Yep. Yep, everything's glued in place. So, yeah, I wasn't expecting it to look better from the outside. You, of course, are still going to see a crack. I don't think there's any reasonable way to fix that, because that would involve like, changing the finish of the whole thing. But hopefully the crack won't grow anymore, and that would be good, right? So let's we'll take a picture of the inside, and then we'll string it, clean it, because it needs a good dusting. String it, and it's ready to play. Okay. Okay, so the guitar has been cleaned up, restrung. You can still see the hairline crack. That'll always be there, of course, because wood doesn't heal once the tree is cut down. So hopefully the spruce inserts we've glued in will do their job and it won't break anymore.